These are the plaintiffs, Bedros and Patricia Avedian. They say they rented a condo in Florida from the defendants, and boy, were they snookered. Turns out the place was under massive construction, and the noise from the jackhammers was simply unbearable. In addition, they were prohibited from using the outdoor terrace because it was closed down due to all the drilling. They have proof the defendants knew the renovations were going to begin when they moved in and want a partial refund of their money due to the unbearable circumstances. They're suing for $5,000, the amount they're owed. These are the defendants, Kenneth and Michelle Backus. Michelle says the plaintiffs knew about the impending construction. That's why they got a bargain basement price on the rent. Besides, the construction caused just a few minor inconveniences. Nothing like the plaintiffs are depicting. The plaintiffs are just being greedy. They won't back down. It's just too bad for them. They're accused of being a concrete nightmare.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff rented a condo in Florida. When they got there, there was massive construction. They want part of their deposit back. But the defendant says the plaintiffs knew about the construction and they got a discount. It's the case of condomania.
Thank you, Douglas. Bedros and Patricia Avedian, you are suing Kenneth and Michelle Backus for $5,000, a partial return of rent that you paid to them to rent a condo in Florida that turned out to be under construction. Tell me what happened.
I looked at the condo on October 28th. I flew down. I met with my...
Where are you from?
Birmingham, Michigan.
Okay.
And...
How long were you going to spend, roughly?
5 months.
Okay. That's nice. Are you retired? Or you work at...
Semi.
Semi, okay.
Right. So it's my wife and I's dream to spend the winter down there. We took our honeymoon in the same area 42 years ago.
42 years ago? What, did you get married at 10?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, good for you. Seriously, 42 years ago?
Yes.
Wow.
1971.
Oh my goodness. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I met with my real estate broker. I met with defendant's real estate broker at the condo on Sunday afternoon. And we fell in love. Absolutely beautiful. 17 stories, 117 units across the street from the beach. Beautiful balcony, 8th floor. Very nice.
Did you have an actual view of the ocean?
Yes.
View of the beach? Good.
Yes. So the broker said that there's going to be construction going on.
Okay.
I said, what kind of construction is going to be going on? She says, we really don't know. I said, okay. So we
didn't inquire any further?
She said she didn't know. I didn't inquire any further.
Well, she doesn't know, but somebody might know. Somebody with the condo association might know.
Well, this was a Sunday, and nobody, the office to the condo.
Before you rented it, before you paid $12,500 for it, you didn't, like, that wasn't a flag to you to check it out a little bit?
I did not do that.
I know if somebody told me there was going to be construction, I'm very noise sensitive. My next step would be, well, what kind of, because there's construction and there's construction. So that's why I asked you, did you ever follow up? And your answer is no. Okay, now let's move on from there. So you move in, and when do you first realize the extent of the issue?
They started the work, little work was going on in November, that was Thanksgiving. And then in December, they started a little more work.
Can you
describe the work?
Yeah, well, I mean, I know you're not, I mean, I don't know, maybe you are a developer. I
am.
You are?
I am.
Okay, so what kind of work? Well, I come from a developer's family, so how about if you tell me what kind of work?
They had scaffolding out there.
Right.
And they started chipping away at the exterior of the building.
Okay.
They also started covering up the balcony, the windows on the balcony itself.
Because the balcony is one of the glass see-through kind of balconies.
Yes, so they covered that up within a couple of weeks after we were
moved
in.
Okay.
So it really obstructed our view. However, we were allowed to still get out on the balcony.
Did you negotiate the price based on the construction?
No.
Okay, did you take the first price they gave you?
They were asking $3,000 a month, and I offered $2,500 a month for 5 months.
Okay. What is it you normally ask?
$3,000.
Okay. Yeah. And so that's what you offered it at?
Yes.
All right. And then when you you don't have, your broker's not here, right?
No.
No.
And your broker did all the negotiating?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So go on.
So it was absolutely gorgeous. We're pinching ourselves. We say, could this be actually a dream come true? And it was.
And then it was for a developer, because next you got to hear the soothing sounds of a jackhammer.
Right.
Okay, tell me when that starts.
I have the pictures here.
Yeah, tell me when that starts, when it starts to get, when the
It started
jackhammers come out.
In the middle of December.
Okay. And who do you complain to and what do you say?
I complained to the broker, and I complained, and at the same time I sent an email to the landlord.
Tell me about the noise.
The noise, it starts at 9 o'clock until 5 o'clock with a break at lunch. The rat-tat-tat would start. And it's a concrete building, so no matter where they're doing the work, it reverberates throughout the whole building.
Sure. Question for you guys. Do you have any personal knowledge about, because your broker's not here, do you have a statement from your broker about what she
Yes.
said to them?
Yes.
Let me see the statement.
Yes. Actually, I have two things. When we were discussing with our broker about putting it on the market, there is a letter from him. He found out from the condo association what was going to be done, because we knew then that they were going to be working on the building, that there was concrete restoration
And how
going
did
to be
you know?
going on. Actually, we found out really through our realtor, because he's down there, he hears everything, and he asked us if
Didn't you
we
get a
had
notice
heard-
from the condo association?
Pardon?
Didn't you get a notice from them?
No.
Not at that point,
Not
but
at that
later.
point,
Not at the
but
point that
later.
you're renting it out. Okay. let
Right,
me see.
exactly. And
Excuse
yes.
me, when was
Just
that
a moment,
date?
sir.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. So
So when is the point that they're renting it out?
they rented it November 1st.
I spoke to Lisa in the office yesterday. She told me they're starting a full-blown concrete restoration painting program that will include the balconies, et cetera. This is October 9th, before they sign the lease. They expect the work to be a year or more, possibly. They don't have a schedule yet of which stack they will start with, but since they have scaffolding on the north side, they might just continue around, but that is only my guess. Your condo is on which side?
On the north side.
Okay. We will have to disclose this to potential tenants. Indeedy. Okay. So, did your realtor say there is going to be a full-blown concrete restoration painting program that will include the balconies, et cetera, to
Yes.
these folks?
Yes.
Exactly like that.
Well, I wasn't there,
Because
so
you
I don't
see,
know if he did
there's
say it
disclosure
exactly
and
like
then there's
that.
disclosure.
Would you rent a place for a discount with heavy construction?
Depending on my work schedule, sure.
Hear that sound? Suppose that sound is going all day long.
If I'm not there, it's okay. If I'm there at night and it's making that sound, it's not okay.
Fair enough. Ding, ding, ding. Going inside the courtroom.
If you're trying to get top dollar and you just say they're going to be doing some construction, that's the issue in this case. Is that enough to trigger you? Is that enough disclosure? Is that enough that you should make it your business to find out? I mean, certainly from a, intelligent consumer standpoint it is, but is it enough from a legal standpoint
Right.
to absolve you and say, hey, he knew, when all those words, I know, because I have read this email of June 5th, are not in your realtor's email. This is to confirm that when we showed the Avidians your unit in Tiara East, we had no idea at the time what the extent of the restoration would be, nor how long it would take. Well, that's not true, because we know on October 9th that the extent of it is a full-blown concrete restoration painting program that will include balconies. So that's a bold-faced misrepresentation right there. Next, no one had any idea that the balconies would be sealed off for any period of time. Well, that's a bold-faced lie, because this right here, your realtor's saying, including the balcony areas. So why is Scalia telling you what? Who's RJ Scalia?
Her husband.
This is just a miscommunication between husband and wife, because we know from this one that what she's saying is not true. All right. No one had any idea the balconies could be sealed off. There was also repair work being done in the south wing of the building for restoration. The Avidians were well aware of all of this before they moved in. How? I need to know. This is why I need an affidavit that goes into specifics, so that I can, really, this is why I need the witness, so that I can ask them what specifically, that's the whole case. What specifically did you put them on notice of? They say that what they put them on notice of was nothing more of than there's going to be some construction, I don't know. And that has the ring of truth with we had no idea what the scope of the construction would be. That's what she's saying she represented to them, when in fact I know her husband did. Have you heard these videos?
Yes, he sent us,
did
on our phones.
Right, right.
And that was in March, yeah. Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Your Honor,
Can I hear the video? Let's hear the video. Hold on. Go ahead. Is this your actual balcony?
yes.
Is this a catwalk that's right outside your door?
Right in front, and they're actually working one floor above us, and all that is dropping down in front of our doorway
That you're using?
that we're using.
That's kind of
That was
dangerous.
the only way
They didn't have
yeah.
a net to catch it or anything?
No.
Who's doing that? Which of you two is filming?
I am.
Okay, with the big thumbs. All right. Question for you guys. Would you like to stay there?
During that, probably not.
This would be maddening for me. Maddening. Even though I'm baffled by you not following up, I think this is so bad. And the realtor knows how bad it was going to be. And that there should have been some absolute disclosure. That by absolute disclosure means handing you the email. That's the only way out of this one. Handing you the email. Then you can show, I told them everything I knew. Because claiming she told you everything you knew, I know is a bold-faced lie, because I know that the firm, and she's supposed to know what her husband knows because they're the firm, knew more. And what he should have done is handed you the exact email from the association saying there's full-blown concrete, yada, yada, yada. I am going to order a 30%, not 40% rebate of the rental, and that means I am ordering you to repay $3,750 to the plaintiffs. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So what did the defendants know and when did they know it? Judge says you did not disclose all you knew. Stand right next to her.
Right. Well, we believe that our realtors did disclose, but I don't know.
Well, you're the only ones in this courtroom who
That's
believes
right.
that.
I guess so. I guess so.
And how about
then
when you
later,
try to rent the thing going forward?
It's rented.
Yeah.
And there's still concrete restoration
Right,
going
and-
on. It's rented for a
the
year.
And those people are giving you no problem with the noise? They love the noise.
No.
Okay.
What's
No.
going on when
I
they
know.
looked at it?
All right, head right down this way. Head
Thank you.
right down there. All right, come on in here. All right, so you didn't get everything, but you got a good chunk of what you sued for. You satisfied? Right next to her, please. You satisfied what you got?
Very satisfied.
So how badly did it mar the view when the noise started? That beautiful view you described.
Well, we couldn't go outside, sit on the balcony either in the morning or evening, when we just loved it out there, because you couldn't go out there. I mean, you paid a premium for the view, and we didn't receive that view.
Harvey?
If there's an interruption in the peace and quiet in a place, the landlord really has a duty to disclose it.